Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Jessy and today I have a slow flow class for you, 1 hour. We will work with our balance, open the hips, work a bit on our back, and we'll round off with pranayama at the end to balance our energies. So this class will leave you feeling relaxed and rejuvenated at the same time. Good for the body and the mind. So whenever you're ready, let's get started. Come into cross-legged position and just start with resting your hands on your knees, closing down the eyes, keeping the back nice and straight. And breathe deeply into your lungs and into your belly. Feel the connection between your body and the mat. And then bring the hands together in front of heart center. We'll start the class as usual with 3 ohms. Take a deep inhale with me, 4 ohm. And then drop the head down towards your hands and release the hands onto your knees. Take a moment here to feel into the neck. Move it a little bit left to right, right to left. Noticing any tension. And then bring your head back into neutral position. Take a deep inhale with me. Slowly open your eyes and rise the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms upside down and stretch. Take another deep inhale and exhale, lean to the right and look up to the sky. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back up to center, and one more time on each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale up to center, look up and release your hands. Exhale, drop the arms down. Place your hands on your shoulders and take a moment to roll your shoulders here. First back to front. And then change the direction as well. Again, noticing any tension. And then release your hands. And when you're ready, roll over your legs and come into tabletop. With your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Take a deep inhale here as you drop the belly and slightly lift the gaze. With your exhale, round your back, push into the hands and drop the head down. Inhale again, drop the belly, lift the gaze up. And exhale, round the back. And do a few more rounds of cat-cow like this in your own tempo. Always start your movement from your tailbone and roll it like a wave through your spine. Last round here. And after your exhale, come back into tabletop. Take a deep inhale here at center. With your exhale, shift your hip to the right and look to the right. Inhale back to center. And exhale, shift the hips to the left and look to the left. Inhale back to center, tuck your toes, and with your exhale, push back and up into your first downward dog. Take a moment here to walk the dog if you want, bending one leg at a time. Feeling into the hamstrings. Keep your fingers wide spread, as wide as you can. Arms are active. And then find stillness here in your down dog. And take a couple of deep breaths in and side out. One more just like that. With your next inhale, look to the front and start walking forward. Bring the feet towards your hands and take a moment here and forward fold. Grab a hold of your opposite elbows. The knees can be slightly bent. And then just swing yourself from left to right, right to left, enjoying the stretch in the back. And then come back to center, find stillness, release the hands. And with your next inhale, first straighten the legs and then slowly roll up into standing, vertebra by vertebra. And we meet in mountain pose. Feet are about hip distance apart. Activate your leg muscles. Tuck your tailbone in, activate the core. Stand strong as a mountain and breathe deeply into the belly. You can close your eyes for a second. And listen to the sounds around you. And when you're ready, we'll start with sun salutations. Inhale with me. Inhale with me. Take your arms up overhead. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, come up into halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms and step back into plank. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Hold the body strong in one line. Press into the hands. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin down to the ground. Inhale to slide forward, come into cobra. Relax the legs. And you can lift the hands off the mat for a second here to activate the back muscles. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale again. And as you exhale, push back up into downward dog. Couple of deep breaths here. Feeling into your hamstrings. You can always keep a little bend in the knees if that feels better, as long as the spine is nice and long. And with your next inhale, look to the front, step forward, come back into forward fold, and exhale completely. Then inhale to come all the way up to standing, stretch up to the ceiling. And exhale, release the arms by your side. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel the energy starting to move. And we'll go for the second round. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale into halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank. Take an inhale here. And exhale, shift forward, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for upward dog, lift the knees up. And exhale back to downward dog. Take a few breaths. And then inhale, look to the front, step forward. Exhale completely and forward fold. And inhale, come all the way up again. Exhale to release the arms. Close the eyes for a second, then again take a few deep inhale and exhales here in mountain pose. Here we go, inhale, lift the arms up. Look up to the sky. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale for halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank. Inhale here. And exhale, shift forward, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for upward dog. And exhale, we meet in downward dog. With your next inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Keep the hips square to the floor and the toes pointing down. With your next exhale, bring the right foot forward between the hands. Then root down your left heel. Make sure your alignment is right here. Your right heel is in the middle of your left foot in one line. Keep the right leg bent, and with your next inhale, windmill the arms up, come into warrior two. Gaze over your right middle finger. And breathe deeply into the belly. Imagine that with every inhale, your spine lengthens. And with every exhale, maybe you can sink a little bit deeper. One more deep inhale here. With your exhale, bring your forearm onto your thigh and stretch the left arm overhead, extended side angle. Look up to your left hand if that feels okay, or look straight to the front. And don't collapse into your leg here. Keep the back leg strong. Activate the core muscles. With your next inhale, pull yourself up with your left arm flowing through warrior two and into reverse warrior. Looking up to the ceiling. One more deep inhale here. And with your exhale, windmill the arms down. Frame the right foot and step back into downward dog. And take a couple of deep breaths here. And we will repeat. And we will repeat on the other side. When you're ready, inhale to lift the left leg up.
Toes are pointing down. And exhale, step the foot forward between your hands. Root your right heel down. Make sure your right arch is aligned to your left heel. Keep the left leg bent and then inhale, windmill the arms up, come into warrior two on the other side. With every inhale, your spine lengthens. With every exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. As long as your knee stays above the ankle and doesn't come any more forward. Breathe deeply into the belly. One more deep inhale. With your exhale, bring your arm onto your thigh and reach overhead with the right hand, extended side angle. Look up to your right hand if you can, or look straight to the front. With your next inhale, pull yourself up with your right arm, flow through warrior two and into reverse warrior. Breathe deeply. One more inhale. And exhale, windmill the arms down. Framing the foot, step back into downward dog. And then bring the knees down as wide as your mat. Big toes touching. And shift your weight back onto your heels. Bring the forehead onto the mat, child's pose. Breathe deeply into the belly. With your next inhale, come back up into tabletop position. Realign your hands and your knees. Inhale to tuck your toes. And exhale to push back up to downward dog. Let's include one vinyasa here. Inhale, shift your weight forward, coming into plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale for upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. And exhale, step it forward between your hands. Bring your left heel down, but this time your heels are aligned. Keep the right leg bent. With your next inhale, lift the arms up, straight up to the ceiling, warrior one. You can look straight ahead or you can look up between your hands if that feels okay. And keep breathing into the belly. Again, imagine with every inhale, the spine lengthens, the arms stretch up. With every exhale, sink a little bit deeper. One more deep inhale here. Stretch the arms up. And with your exhale, open them to the side. And bring the hands together behind your back. Interlace the fingers and pull the hand away from your body as far as you can. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. One more inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands down, frame your right foot, and step back into downward dog. Now, if you want, you can include another vinyasa here. As you inhale, shift forward into plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana.
Inhale, upward dog.
And exhale, we meet again in downward dog. Take a few breaths here. And now with your next inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, step it forward between your hands. Root down your right heel on one line with your left. Keep the left leg bent and inhale to lift the arms up.
Warrior one on the other side. Breathe deeply into the belly. Find your balance. Fix your gaze. One more inhale here. And with your exhale, open the arms to the side. Bring them behind your back. Interlace the fingers, pull them away from the body. And with your exhale, fold forward.
Humble warrior. Inhale deeply. With your exhale, bring the hands down and walk the hands towards your right, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Make sure that your heels are pointing out and your toes are pointing in ever so slightly. Come onto your fingertips, keep the back nice and long. Look to the ground. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then start walking your hands backwards to bring them on one line with your feet. And then slowly fold forward with your exhale as far as you can, bending the elbows backwards. And feel the stretch here. We'll stay for a couple of breaths. With your next inhale, straighten the arms, walk the hands forward, then bring the hands onto your hips. And with your next inhale, slowly start coming up, keep your back straight, gaze down. Take a moment to arrive and then slowly heel toe the feet back to center. And catch your breath here. If you need to readjust on your mat to face the screen again, now is your time to do that. We'll do a bit of balancing next. So come firmly into your stance here, feet hip distance apart. Release the arms by your side. And slowly start shifting your weight into your left leg. Find a point in front of you you can look at that is not moving. And then slowly start lifting your right leg. And with the help of your right hand, place your right sole against your left inner thigh. Activate your leg muscles here. And when you found your balance, bring your hands together in front of heart center. Breathe here. And then slowly start lifting the hands up and overhead. Tree pose. Deep inhale. And with your exhale, slowly bring the hands down. Take another inhale. And then release. Come out of the pose, shake your legs. Come back into your mountain pose with your feet hip distance apart. And we'll repeat on the other side. Slowly start shifting your weight into your right leg. Find a point in front of you you can fix your gaze on, and then start lifting the left leg up, placing the left sole against your right inner thigh. And then bring your hands together in front of heart center. Breathe deeply. You can also place your foot against your lower leg or keep the toes touching the mat. And then slowly start lifting the hands up overhead. You can also open your palms here. Let your arms swing in the wind like the branches of a tree. And then slowly bring your hands back down. Pause in front of heart center. And with your exhale, release. Shake the legs. And then come back to the top of your mat. Notice how you feel now after tree pose. And we'll continue. Inhale with me, lift the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look to the front, back is straight. And exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot forward between your hands. And this time your left heel remains exactly as it is. Lift it off the mat and look straight ahead, runner's lunge. Feel into the hips here, you can move them up and down. Take a deep inhale. With your exhale, firmly plant the left hand onto your mat and then inhale to open up with your right arm up to the ceiling. Breathe into the belly. One more deep inhale. And exhale, bring the arm down and then step back into downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here in your downward dog. And then inhale to lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. And exhale, step it forward. Look to the front, runner's lunge. You can move the hips up and down. Take a deep inhale. With your exhale, plant the right palm firmly on the ground and inhale to open up on the left side. Look up to the sky. Inhale deeply, and with your exhale, bring the left hand back to the mat and step back into downward dog. We'll continue one more pose for the hips here. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And exhale, shift forward, bring the right knee behind your right wrist and walk the left leg backwards. Come onto your fingertips. Lengthen your spine. Take a deep inhale. With your exhale, start walking forward, coming down into pigeon. Bring your forehead onto the mat or make a little cushion with your arms. Try to get comfortable in the pose. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Keep breathing deeply into the belly. With your next inhale, come back onto your palms and start walking the hands back towards your body, pressing into the mat. Tuck the left toes, slowly lift up and come back into downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And we'll repeat on the other side. Inhale to lift the left leg up. And as you exhale, shift forward. Bring the left knee behind your left wrist. Drop the right knee down. And then walk the right leg backwards as far as you can in a straight line. Come onto your fingertips. Lengthen the spine. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, slowly walk forward, coming down into pigeon on the other side. We will again stay here for a few breaths, so try to relax into the pose. Keep breathing into the belly. And with your next inhale, slowly start lifting up the head, come onto your hands and walk backwards towards the body. Now pause here, we're not going back to downward dog. Just drop your weight into the left buttocks and then bring your right leg forward so that the soles of your feet meet here in butterfly. Grab a hold of your toes, keep your back nice and straight. You can close down the eyes if you like. And when you're ready, slowly start moving the knees up and down like the wings of a butterfly. Breathing deeply. And slowly stop the movement. Let go of your toes, cross the legs, and roll over one more time, coming back into tabletop position. From here, keep the knees exactly under the hips, and then start walking the hands forward, coming into puppy pose. Try and bring the chest down onto the ground, maybe also your chin, or otherwise your forehead. Placing the chin on the mat is very intense for the upper back. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And with your next inhale, just shift forward. You don't need to move anything. Just bring your weight forward and bring the belly down onto the mat. Then once you're here, adjust your arms so that the elbows are right next to your chest. Sphinx pose. Legs are relaxed. Look forward. Eyes can be closed. Push into the arms so that the shoulders come away from the ears. And if this is quite strong on your lower back, actively push your tailbone down into the ground to release the pressure on the lower back here. Couple more breaths. One more deep inhale. And with your exhale, come down onto the mat. Stretch your arms out in front of you so that you can turn around and come lying on your back. Bring the soles of your feet onto the mat and as close to your buttocks as you can. Roll the shoulders under ever so slightly. Palms are facing down. Take a deep inhale, and with your exhale, lift the hips up, bridge pose. Once you're up, you can roll the shoulders more under the body and try and keep your knees at hip distance apart. Push the hips up. A couple of breaths. And when you're ready, slowly come back down onto the mat and bring the knees up towards your chest. Give yourself a tight hug, and you can roll a little from side to side. Then let go of your knees, open the arms wide in a T shape. Your knees are at 90 degrees with the lower legs parallel to the ground. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, drop your knees down to the right side. And you can place your right hand on top of your left knee. And then gaze over to the left palm for a nice supine twist here, following our back bending. Keep breathing into the belly. And slowly let go of your left knee. With your next inhale, first adjust the head to look up to the sky, and then bring your knees back to center. As you exhale, drop them to the left side and gaze over to the right. Breathing into the belly still. And with your next inhale, release the hand from your knee, look up to the sky and lift the legs back up to center. Now grab a hold of the outside edges of your feet here. The arms are in the middle, the knees are on the outside, and bring the soles facing up to the sky. Happy baby pose. Here you can also roll a little bit from side to side and make sure to bring a smile onto your face as we prepare for Shavasana now. When you're ready, drop the feet down onto the mat. Legs can be as wide apart as your mat, and then let the feet just flop out to the side. Roll the shoulders under a little bit and pull your chin towards your chest. Create length in the spine and in the neck. Palms are facing up. Take one more deep inhale, and with your exhale just release all the tension, relaxing all the muscles in your face, releasing the tongue from the roof of your mouth, and just enjoy your Shavasana here for the next few minutes. Now slowly start bringing awareness back into the body. Take a deep inhale. And then start introducing a little bit of movement. Maybe move your head from side to side. Bring a little bit of movement into the fingertips and the toes. Perhaps circling the wrists and the ankles. And then bring your feet together and lift the arms up, letting them drop down onto the ground above your head. And give yourself a nice full body stretch here. When you're ready, lift the knees up and give yourself another hug here. And then roll over onto your right side, making a pillow with your right arm. Take another moment here. Keeping the eyes closed. Use your left arm to help push you back up into a seated position. Coming back into cross-legged where we started. And if you're short on time, you can just take a couple more breaths here and then do whatever it is that you need to do. If you have a few more minutes, I invite you to stay for some pranayama to balance the energies before we go back into our regular day. Make sure that you're sitting straight, long spine, and then bring your right hand up in front of your face. Tuck the pointy finger and middle finger in so that your ring finger and thumb can be placed on either side of the nose. Before you do anything else, take another deep inhale and exhale. After your exhale, close your right nostril with your thumb and just inhale from the left. Slowly and steadily, then close your left nostril, open the right, and exhale from the right. Then inhale again from the right. Close the right nostril with your thumb, open on the left, and exhale. This was one round completed. Try in each round to make the inhale and the exhale the same length. You can count up to 4 or up to 6 in your head if that helps you. And just follow this pattern with me. Inhale from your left nostril. Close the left and exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. And exhale on the left. Now 3 more rounds like that in your own time. And once you've completed your round, release the hands down onto your knee. Take a few deep breaths, just like this.
And then bring your hands together in Namaskar Mudra in front of your heart center. And we will close the session together with 3 Oms, just as we started. Take a deep inhale with me, 4 Om. Drop your head down towards your hands, lift the hands up slightly to meet at your third eye, and take a moment here to thank yourself for your practice. Namaste.